everybody, welcome back to Freestyle Friday. We have some stuff to talk about today, you guys. So I'm using this new leave-in conditioner. I care about this leave-in conditioner. It's the TGIN leave-in conditioner. Green tea, super moist leave-in conditioner. So, and we've been using it. We really like it. It's and I've been using the Cantu Avocado Hydrating Gel as well. You've been using that as well. This is really good. I'm shocked. First of all, I didn't even know Cantu had a leave-in or a gel. But I feel like my hair has been thriving. And you know what?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. But I feel like my hair's been doing really well. My hair was kind of like trolling me for a little bit, for a few weeks there, and I couldn't figure out why, and I realized that I used to do apple cider vinegar rinse on my hair. I used to do that, and for some reason I just stopped doing it. I have no reason. I don't know why I stopped doing it, but I did, and then like a couple weeks ago I was like, why did I ever stop doing that? So I started doing that again. Now my hair is back to normal. Like the
moisture.
Yeah, the moisture is like back. So I don't know. I think the avocado or the apple cider vinegar. I think that it balances out the pH in your hair. That's what I think happens. Someone in the comments asked us about the Kim and Kanye. Mm-hmm. We're probably gonna be. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. We're probably gonna be some of the most boring people in the world talk about celebrity stuff. Because Karen and I don't necessarily keep up on it, but how do we feel about that? I mean, celebrities, they're okay. I mean, like, they're humans, so they have problems too. So, Karen says she's surprised that it lasted as long as it did.
I mean, I don't think two famous people ever last.
So, is there any instance of any famous person, any famous couple
saying Russell, but...
Oh, that's true.
But, I mean, that's rare.
I'm just like,
usually break up.
I guess I don't really,
Jay-Z and Beyonce will be next.
Yeah. People are going to be shocked if they break up. Jay-Z and Beyonce. But yeah, they have 4 kids?
Yeah.
Kim and Kanye have, 4 kids? I always feel like Kanye... kind of had... Actually, I feel like both of them had kind of buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where... They got together. It was all great. Because they're both very fascinating separately. And they probably thought together they're going to be even more fascinating.
Yeah, I kind of figured they were probably going to break up.
How long can that last?
Actually, I just think that celebrity relationships are business.
You think the majority
I think they're supposed to break up. Yeah. I don't think they're meant to last.
You think it's like a publicity situation?
Beyonce and Jay-Z will be next. I actually just believe they get married for publicity and money.
Even though there's kids involved? Like they had children?
I think that's the point.
Oh, you mean to create a look of...
I mean, just like, like Cardi B, they're supposed to have a child and break up. It's like a thing.
It's not like... Well, these people don't see each other for months at a time.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So how can it be a normal relationship? What's normal about that? I don't feel like there's anything normal about that. I don't want to make sure they're not human. I know they're human, but I'm just saying that the grand scheme of things, they're kind of better off than most people in the world right now.
Celebrity culture just doesn't fascinate me anymore.
It doesn't, but it fascinates a lot of people because of the...
Yeah, it just doesn't. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like whenever I never know what is going on with these people. And honestly, I don't really... As I'm saying, it's like I really don't care. It's like most people get a divorce. Regular people.
Yeah, that's true. So what would make it think it'd be
But I don't believe that celebrity relationships are meant to last. I think they're meant to make a stir and then it's meant to
sell things, sell their albums, sell their movies, that kind of thing.
Have a baby.
Yeah.
Show that off for a minute. And
give people something to talk about, like that kind of thing.
I mean, Will and Jada were a good example of that. Like, I think that they were trying to... I think they were trying to look like the perfect couple. And I think that was perfect. I don't think that they did not like each other. I just think their relationship was based on business.
Yeah.
You know?
So I feel like it just is an awkward relationship anyways.
And now that their business is out in the open, they're about broke up.
Yeah, it's true. What is it? But we don't, like, I guess so I guess when people ask us about the celebrity stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, I mean, I get, how can you equate it to regular life? I guess you can say, or regular people, you can't really, because
Yeah.
they're not, again, I don't want to seem like they don't have feelings. That's not fair to say that. They don't have feelings and stuff like that, but there is something very contrived with celebrities when it comes to stuff like this. And it gets people all in a stir, and everyone's like, oh my God, Kim and Kanye, oh my God, I hate to see this. So it's like, it's business. Like Kara says, it's a business. I mean, it has to be.
Marriage is business anyway.
It is. True.
It's a contract.
That is true.
It's a contract between two people who have the same goals.
Yep.
And they're going the same place.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It is true, though.
It's business. That's what I'm saying. You can't, when you're in a relationship with someone, it's not all about love. You can't love your way. You have to have more than that. To sustain a relationship, because you fall out of love quick.
Mm-hmm.
If someone does something bad to you, you'll fall out of love with them.
Yeah,
think some other reason that you're with them.
Right. Because when you think about like arranged marriages,
mm-hmm.
like we know people that have arranged marriages, and they always say that it's not necessarily about the love part. That will sometimes grow, sometimes it doesn't, but will grow to love, mm-hmm. right? But the main objective is to get married. Isn't that interesting? Other people's cultures, like their main objective mm-hmm. is to get married. They want to have the bloodline keep going, and the namesake keep going, and so they get married for like elites, like elite people. You're talking about like mm-hmm. rich people like that, Rockefellers.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, this is really nice.
What the conditioner?
Yeah.
Have you tried it already?
Yeah, but for some reason I just did a apple cider vinegar, and I haven't used it since it's been cleansed, like completely clarified. Ooh, what were we talking about the other day? Oh yeah, about getting how fascinated people are with being rich. Mm-hmm. Just the culture of being rich is like everyone wants to be it, or at least imitate that they look like it. You mm-hmm. look on like your social medias and you see your regular friends.
Yeah.
Trying to look like they are celebrities. And I guess it's just to be expected.
Yeah.
Do you see this? Like, it just makes me laugh.
It's the no one wants to be middle class anymore. Everybody wants to be
It's so true.
Millionaires.
I see people who are trying to have the celebrity like picture look. But it's just interesting that people want to take these kind of like photos. These ballin' photos. You know what I'm talking about?
Well, that's just the image. I mean,
yeah.
Look at hip hop, for instance. Hip hop used to be about, Public Enemy back when we were younger. Mm-hmm. NWA was like real stuff.
Like a message.
No, or just real things happening.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now everything's about money, and more money.
But I wonder
every celebrity talks about it.
Oh, well, I guess
Cash Money Millionaires.
Yeah, they really did.
You know what I mean? They started that, and it seems like ever since then it's just been bling bling and mm-hmm. more money and more women and more cars and yachts and
right.
Clothes that cost too much, and nobody back in the 70s everybody just wanted to own a home and drive 2 cars.
Isn't that funny in the change?
Where
everyone wants to have that appearance of wealth,
Yeah, most people who live in the projects do it.
That is true.
It's true.
It is true.
It seems like the broker you are, the more
mm-hmm.
like the poorest people in the world do that.
Right. I was watching this video of the Wolf of Wall Street. Him. Mm-hmm. I forgot his name. I'll find out and I'll put it up here. But he was talking about this on a YouTube video, and he was saying that the first thing people do when they get money is they start to buy a bunch of stuff. He's like, and you would never know just by walking past me on the street in the beginning that he was as wealthy as he was. And he's like, that's the number one problem with a lot of people. When they get money, mm-hmm. they start to flaunt it too fast, and they buy unnecessary things. The jewelry, the cars, 4 cars, 2 homes. He said you kind of have to build your way up to that. Mm-hmm. He goes, and he's like, but I think that a lot of times when people get rich and then become poor, is they invest their money into items and things instead of investing their money into companies, businesses,
Yeah.
you know, stuff like that. They invested in the wrong thing. He's like, and you know, when you become rich, the best part is that you became rich. He said, and so for people, I guess, on his level, he's like, you know, and that's what you just want to keep being rich, and then rich turns into greed.
Yeah.
Which would be, he would be correct.
Right.
And he's like, but yeah, he said, when I see these young people out here that become rich, whether it be famous or not, and they go out and just go and buy the Bentley, he goes, you know, they're from a world where they never had a Bentley, so you can understand why. He said, but I always tell them, you know, like, it would be smarter not to buy the Bentley. He said for the longest time he was driving a Honda for a long, some kind of normal car. I forgot what car he said, but it was like, people were like, what? Or it was some kind of Kia or some kind of a small, you know, no big name car. And he was like, I was driving that for the longest time, and people were like, why are you doing that? He was like, because the money's going to get reinvested in something else. I'm not worried about that stuff. So I just think that, like, even with like black people, we like, we know, see rappers and stuff become rich. You understand, like, even like athletes, you understand why they put all their money into that. Why they put a lot of money into it, because they never seen it before, so it's exciting. But there is something to say for just maybe just stack that money. I mean, if you
reinvest it. I mean, if you have money, I don't see why you wouldn't. No one who has a Bentley is not going to buy a Bentley if they don't have money. You can't really buy that unless you have that kind of money. So that money, that company's only successful because of rich people. Right. It can't be successful off middle class people, because most people can't afford a car like that unless you have that kind of money. The other part is that if you're a rich person, you start losing your money, you have to look rich to get it back. Right. It's true. So the irony in that is that once you make a bad investment and then you lose your money, then you can't look poor to all the other rich people. Because they're not going to. Because then they won't want to do business with you. Yeah. So it's kind of like the reverse. It's kind of like playing chess, I guess, in that world. And also, I think that it just depends on the people. Like black people in general are kind of show-offy, and we like to look good. You mean just as a nature? Just like as a nature, we natural. Like to look good. Yeah. You know, and we like to look good. And now everybody wants to walk around looking like Bill Gates. He has a lot of money, but he doesn't look good. Right. You know what I mean? So what's the point of having all that money if you're going to look like a poor man? Right. You know what I mean? They don't see that. Isn't it funny how rich white people think about money differently than rich black people? Like, even if they're both new money? Yeah. Like, even if they're both new money, I feel like they're both, they're so vastly different. Like, you're right. Like, I think that you're right, because black people do like to have a little bit. Just support black people or show offs. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like we're show offs, but we're also, I mean, we're the most of the entertainment business. That's true. Without black people, the entertainment business, the athletic business, all of that would be nothing without black people. Yeah. So we're mostly entertaining people. And we like to be seen, and we like to look good. Yeah. And that's just the way it is. If you go to Africa, those elite black people, they look good. They're driving around in the nicest cars, and they're, you know what I mean? Yeah. But white people just, they don't. Yeah. I feel like black people have a lot of style. White women do. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. White women like to look good. If you watch the Housewives of Beverly Hills, those women, that's how they all look. That's true. And some of their husbands do too. Like, you ever seen Suzette Somer's husband? No. He's I have. Yeah, I think I have. He gets facials and everything. He's just like her. I love that he gets facials. I mean, I like stuff like that. I like expensive stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, I think that if you have money for those things, it's okay to get it. If you don't have the money, I don't care too much about rich people getting it. It's when people who don't have money try to do that. It's like, yeah, that's really interesting. You driving around in a car, a sports car, you don't have any money to pay for that, or you don't have gas to pay for that. Yeah. It's like you are poor because of this. Yeah, true. That is true. Your choices make you poor. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's true. You're always one thought away from being broke or rich. The way I think about money is different. It's interesting, because now when I think about money, I think about... I buy the things I want, but I don't break myself doing that. Like, I have a small conversation with myself before I purchase, especially big ticket items. I'm like, do I have to have it? Do I love it? Do I need it? These are kind of like the thoughts that go through my head now, when I'm purchasing things, which is probably why we've been able to boost ourselves up financially now. Because now when we buy stuff, it's a conversation within yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and then you're like, okay, yep, I deserve it. Or, even if it's like something silly. Yeah, money is just... You gotta prioritize, I think. Yeah, money is To me, everybody has a millionaire inside of them. You know what I mean? And people also have a poor man inside of them.
Yeah.
And most people are poor because they're trying to live like millionaires when they're poor.
Poor, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm okay with people being flashy. I'm okay with people being who they are. So you know.
Also, I think rich white people, they like to spend their money on things that don't really. Like, they like to have nice big homes.
That's what I'm saying.
And they like to have wine cellars.
No, that's what my point is saying.
You know what I mean? So they like stuff you can invest in. Like, you can't really invest in an outfit, but you can invest in a wine cellar and if you have a nice home, you can. That's an investment. You know what I mean? So, but I think either way is fine if you have money. I mean,
if you have money, you can do both.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I don't have any problem with people who are rich and spend lots of money. I think you're supposed to. That's the whole point. I think everybody needs to spend money at some point. The economy would suck if we didn't do it.
Yeah, because sitting on money all the time.
You know, everybody started going to the dollar store, we would be in trouble.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's very true.
You know?
Can you imagine? Another thing people were talking about is the Capitol. The Capitol being taken over by those Trump supporters. Okay, so and Donald Trump, I guess, he got cut off on Twitter.
Yeah.
I guess they feel like did he incite this? Yeah, because he put out a.
First of all, everybody thinks it's fake anyway. Because,
I was about to say that.
Because the police that were in the Capitol building were taking selfies.
Taking selfies and then letting people in.
They were letting people in, so that's bull. It's all purpose.
So when this happened,
is a show, and politics is like that. They do stuff like this for a reason.
Yeah.
And it could be to keep people from protesting. Period.
Yeah.
All it takes is one bad thing to happen in America, and we give more of our freedom away.
Yeah, it's true.
And so we're in a place right now where most people didn't get stimulus checks.
Yeah.
And we haven't had stimulus checks, and people couldn't go to work. People have lost their health care, and so they know because half of the country, 14 million people, or 15 now, million people are off health care.
Yeah.
They just voted against health care. That there might be some civil unrest coming.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, they do stuff like this, so then they make a law that says you can't protest anymore, and now you can go to jail. This is what's going to happen. I'm telling you.
When I saw the footage of it, though, I was thinking, okay,
yes.
When I saw the footage, I was like, well, this is very, very suspicious. Y'all, whenever the government starts doing something like this, it's always strange to me. How can that happen? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Someone on Twitter has said, I live in D.C. and around this area. Like, if you don't understand how hard it is to even get to the area of the Capitol, it just didn't seem. It seemed contrived. I don't know. Just something didn't seem right about it.
Yeah, it's not.
Something just doesn't seem right about it. But, I guess it's all happened because Trump feels like he was cheated. He said he was cheated, and
he probably was cheated.
Yeah, he probably was.
Bernie Sanders was cheated.
Yeah, so why not Trump?
Bernie Sanders, why not? This is all false. It's all false anyway.
It just didn't seem right. Every time it's happening. And so you can call it conspiracy theory if you want to, or conspiracy theorist if you want to, but there are some things where it's just like, how does this happen? Like, you have to, come on now. Sorry, but something just seems a little weird to me. Yeah. I'm going to be honest with you. This is very fishy, and it just doesn't make any sense to me how they can get that close and then bust down the windows. It just was not right. And then, like you said, they were taking selfies with the police officers.
And the police officer just let them in anyway.
I'm like...
They opened the gate.
You see the video of the black guy that was getting, chased by them? Not even really chased. Mm-hmm. Remember, he was, the only one. It's, one black police officer holding inside the Capitol, holding back all these protesters and these people. And I'm like... You didn't think how could the Capitol Police not think of this circumstance may happen someday? How can they think of that? Which is what makes me think this is all a bunch of BS.
I actually didn't have a problem with the whole thing. The only thing I had a problem with is for why they were doing it.
Oh, well.
You know what I mean? I don't care. Yeah. They're just trying to keep Trump in office. Who cares about that? I think if this was in other countries, they do this. Yeah. So it's not like it's anything new. It's just other countries do that, but people won't do that for healthcare. Yeah. They won't do that for police Black Lives Matter. Yeah. They're not doing that for Black Lives Matter should be busting down stuff. Saying police officers shouldn't be killing people. But no. Yeah. That doesn't happen either. We don't do it for anything that our government does to us, but we will do it to keep Trump in office. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. The only thing I have a problem with is
civil unrest is a part of the way the revolution.
We're supposed to be able.
Yeah, because when revolutions happen, you know, that's what they say. Revolutions, it will not be televised.
Yeah, our government is screwing us so bad right now. They know. They know that this is coming.
Yeah.
And they probably did this just so they can have a reason to really threten people to not do this.
It's true.
So I mean,
there's a reason behind this.
I don't have a problem with I don't really have a problem with what they did.
Yeah.
Because this is you're supposed to be able to your lawmakers are supposed to be held accountable for things, and when they don't do stuff and they keep 70% of their population poor while all of our government people are wealthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people can't go to work because of COVID. And then they're not getting stimulus checks at all.
Right.
You're getting told you can't go to work, but then you're also getting told they're not going to send you any money. Other countries have gotten $2,000 a month. Yeah. $2,000, every couple weeks or whatever. Other major countries have health care. We don't have that. And
people have lost their business. People have lost their businesses. 60% of the businesses are not going to open back. This has already been reported. 60% of businesses that have closed down due to this are not going to open back up.
Yeah.
They're closed down. These people's
livelihoods.
That is
coming.
These are mom and pop shops. These are livelihoods.
You can't put all these people, tell all these people they can't go to work and then not give them stimulus checks and then get them, and because they can't go to work, they get kicked off their health care. 15 million people get kicked off, and you think that it's not going to be anarchy on the streets.
Come on.
It's going to be anarchy on the street, but they know that. So that's why I kind of feel like this sort of thing was done on purpose so that they can have a reason to make a law.
Yeah. To not
because they probably know, they're probably still screwing us.
Yeah.
The biggest screw probably hasn't even come yet.
Yeah.
And we just don't know it. So they're like, let's hurry up and do this and make a law. And that way, when we really screw them, we can kill them now.
Kill them now.
You know? Come on. National Guard wasn't there.
Yeah, and then so apparently 3 people died from this. One got shot. One died from... 3 died? I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know I know that some lady got shot and she dead.
So we spent all this money on defense and we don't have anybody at the Capitol. We have one cop.
Come on.
And he's taking selfies with people. Come on. This is theater.
It's not right.
This is theater. It always is when it comes to
I feel like whenever we see stuff like this, I'm telling you, every time we see stuff like this, the first thing I think is, what are they doing? Like, what is this? Who are these people out here protesting?
I mean, the only reason they show Black Lives Matter marches is because the Democrats wanted to get into office. There was an agenda with that. Now you don't see it no more.
Yeah, you don't see Black Lives Matter
Joe Biden won, and now he doesn't care.
Now you're not going to see any Black Lives Matter
marches. You're going to see any, because Black Lives don't. They don't matter. You know what I mean? It's just like they only matter every 4 years.
Yeah.
And now, ever since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris got in office, you don't see anything about any Black people at all.
It's true.
And that's how it'll be. You know what I mean? And so that's how I know that this was for a reason. It was...
contrived.
You'll find out later.
Yeah, we'll find out some information later. When I saw that, I thought, oh, come on now, America, we gotta be smarter than this. Something's up. This don't seem right. Something just doesn't seem right. And obviously, if someone died in the process of all this, obviously that's not great. We don't like that. But seeing that the cops just let these people do this, I don't know. It just didn't seem right to me. So I always feel like whenever they do that, this happens, you gotta question some stuff. And that's another thing. I feel like we don't question anything. We turn on CNN and MSNBC and C-SPAN and we are like, oh my God, that's the truth. Yeah. And we do no investigating whatsoever. And it's like I feel like people have got to start doing more investigating.
Yeah, they fake people out a lot.
Yeah, they do. That's their job though. That's their job, is to fake people out.
I mean, the real criminals are the ones sitting in office, not the people storming the building.
Right, and the people, whoever is lining their pockets, those people are the ones we'll probably never see. I like the way my hair turned out though. I really like this gel, you guys. I do, the Cantu gel. I will link it below in the description box. Actually, you know what? I'll just link all the products that we use in our description box, because I know sometimes some of you ladies are like, "What are you guys using on your face? What are you guys using in your hair?" So, I'll link it below when we do these Freestyle Fridays. That way, you guys can know. But this Cantu gel is the truth. It's like it's not, and I feel like it makes my hair dry fast. Usually, gels they're so thick that it takes a long time for your hair to just dry. And I air dry my hair. I don't diffuse. But I feel like it just makes my hair dry faster. So I don't know. I would say it's a medium hold. Would you say medium hold?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this
When it dries though.
This TGIN leave-in conditioner. How much did this cost?
I don't know, $16.
13 fluid ounces. Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. 13 fluid ounces. It's a good brand.
It's
a reputable brand, so it's really good. This leave-in conditioner. So yeah, we'll link it below, you guys. But that's all we have for you. Thank you so much for joining us on Freestyle Friday today. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing again. We upload every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday at 11 a.m. if you are wanting to know that. So there you go. Now you know. All right, you guys. So we will see you guys next week. Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Kara.